I'm tripping.
This is Andrew Quin, and y'all are now tuning into the DTO podcast. All right.
It's Andrew Cervantes.
This is Quin McKinney, and y'all are now tuning in. And y'all are now tuning in.
All right. Lock it in. Lock it in. We chilling.
I'm good.
All right.
We can throw this in. Bro.
I swear to God, bro.
Fuck.
All right. It's Andrew Cervantes.
Hold on.
Come on, that's how you know what you doing.
Nah, that threw me off, bro. Yeah, let me get a little sip. Dehydrate the mouth a little bit.
Yeah. We about to get into the nitty gritty right now. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is you doing? This Andrew Cervantes.
This is Quin. Bro, fuck, you can't. You know how I am, bro.
Yeah. It's Andrew Cervantes.
This is Quin McKinney, and y'all are now tuning into the DTO
podcast.
Hey, there we go. First time.
Come on now.
Hey, bro.
First take vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, don't let us fool you. That was like a
Real
good
shit,
50
real
takes,
shit.
bro.
Anyway, real shit though. Like, welcome to the podcast. It's gonna be very brief to start off, but I just want to say welcome everybody. One thing to take into consideration: we are outside at 3 a.m. at our apartment complex.
At
so
3 a.m., bro.
You know what I'm saying?
We are here, and we are doing this 100%, bro. All right, look, the sky's the limit when we go by DTL.
Yeah. What is DTL?
Podcast. Exactly. What? That's the first question, man. What is DTL?
What is DTL? Okay, so the sky's the limit. This phrase is to me it's a vision. It's an outlook on life. My cousin, may he rest in peace. He had a big influence on me growing up, and a lot of that had to do with like music and stuff. And there's this rap group. They go by the name of Pro Era. And saying he showed me a different side of them that I didn't really know. He showed me the music at first, and something different. I really fucked with it, but he opened my eyes to like a different perspective of the world. He made me see the world differently. Kind of made me open my eyes and stuff. And one of the words or phrases that stuck with me that he taught me that came from them was "The sky's the limit." It's like my crutch,
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's like a way of seeing no limitations in your life. Hence the name, like the skies.
Right.
Like the sky's the limit. There's no limit in front of you. I feel as though like it's a way to motivate you and push you into the right direction.
Right.
Yeah, it just keeps me going. All those little things that I pick up and keep with me, I really pay attention to, and I live by those things. And with him being gone, I feel as though like I'm obligated to,
It's almost like you're carrying on a legacy.
Yeah, in a way.
Of what
Exactly.
you were taught.
So, the bigger picture comes from, different people, but ultimately I got it from my cousin, and it's something I can't take back. All those memories, you know what I'm saying? I can't get those back, but they'll forever be with me. And that's where the idea, ultimately this podcast and stuff transpired.
I mean, that's a really good way of putting it.
Yeah.
And that's a really good way of understanding of why we want to take that phrase and why we want to take that name into this podcast.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, us doing this podcast, it's currently disguising the limit.
Yeah.
There is no limits to this. This is me and you simply sitting down, taking this opportunity to connect on a deeper level with everybody out there. So, I mean, honestly, when he had came to me with that, and I heard DTL, the sky's the limit, when he first told me, I mean, originally it was an idea for a clothing brand.
Yeah.
Like, we wanted to start making clothes, and hopefully, who knows, that day might come, but we wanted to start doing that, and the sky's the limit is what we wanted to roll with.
Yeah.
And it just turned out the way some things unfolded, and we wanted to do this podcast, and we wanted to pursue this because we both know we love talking, and we love listening, and we love sharing our knowledge, and we love gaining knowledge from other people.
Yeah.
So
we love expressing how we feel and our thoughts about the world and stuff around us. I feel like the way society is, like, we're so focused on like what we have to do, and like we don't you usually take the time. Yeah, we don't usually take the time to actually sit down like this and just open up about how we feel and stuff, and be a little vulnerable and be a little expressive and stuff. So yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I think that's just honestly the perfect way to sum up that question.
Yeah.
And that leads us into, why are we doing this? Why are we pursuing this journey of the podcast? I mean, I guess I'll take the reins on this one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like at some point everybody goes through issues. Everybody has their lows. And I've been having a lot of lows recently. It almost feels like, man, I'm taking a bunch of L's, and like, when is it my turn to catch a W? You feel me? So it sucks, bro, and life really beats you down sometimes. And there was this one night, life really beat me down. I had to go take a drive, clear my head a little bit. And ultimately, it came down to me and Andrew just having a really long talk, really long discussion, and really opening up to each other. And I really just kind of expressed to him that I needed something to put my energy into, a passion that I wanted to do. Yeah. And this is something I've always talked about, and this is something Andrew's always agreed with, but we just never took the time to pursue it. And honestly, that when that night came around and we really sat down and talked, I think in that moment we realized, like,
it was right in front of us this whole time.
This whole time we're trying to find a path and wait for us to grow. And but I mean,
I don't see any other way of doing it, and we're doing it together, which is exactly how we wanted things and how we planned things coming here, or when we originally planned coming back here and getting shit started and actually doing something with our lives other than school and stuff. We are young. I'm only 20.
Both of us. 20 years old, man.
20 years young.
Really just trying to find our way in the world.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of you guys out there
can relate. Exactly. So.
And that's another reason why we're doing this.
Exactly.
We know there's so many people out there just like us
that feel the exact same way, going through the same thing, if not worse. But
we want to be an opportunity for our generation to just listen and relate.
And voice themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
And also voice your own self.
Yeah.
Like, we want to hear what y'all have to say. We want to communicate with y'all. Like,
right.
That's our goal in this. That's what we want to do. Like,
we're
going to get to that in a minute, but that's definitely why we're doing this.
Yeah. Just build that foundation, build that community. Just want to connect with a lot of people. Just want to see how people are feeling. Take different advice from other people and give advice too.
100%, bro.
So, yeah.
Next question here is, what are we to expect from DTL, the DTL podcast? What are the people out there listening, people tuning in, what do we have for y'all, and what should y'all be expecting from us? So, Andrew?
So, truly our vision is to, like I just said before, is to really just connect with mainly the kids of our generation, 100%. And I feel like when you guys take the time to really listen to us, then not only just the kids of our generation, but just like-minded people in general can really just agree on a lot of the things that we talk about. And we really just want to connect with everyone and anyone that's willing to listen, and they'll stop by and just give a little insight to like what they're going through and stuff. And we want to bring people. We want to bring different people from different backgrounds, all types of people on here, and just sit and pick their brain and just really understand who they are.
Yeah, and that's really what it comes down to. Like, we both, I feel like it's gonna work very well because we're both in this for the same reasons.
Yeah.
And it's, at the end of the day, we're chasing that connection. We're chasing that community, that unity that we were talking about earlier.
Right. When we were forming the idea of like what to really call this, but it truly came down to that. But the unity behind it, bringing people together for once at least, because in this world, like I was explaining to Quinlan, it's like I feel like we live in a world of lies with social media, and it's so the narrative is, a lot of narratives are really pushed on social media, and it's disgusting, honestly. I'm not too big on social media. I don't really like, I be lurking and stuff. I mean, I am 20, like, and I got my own Instagram and whatnot.
We got the
right. Like, I'm still pretty active and I use it. It's just I know what's really behind those curtains sometimes, and
it's but that's the thing, you never really know.
You never really know.
You never really know what's behind those.
But you
kind
of.
It's crazy what life has came to. How you see these pictures of somebody online, and you automatically base a judgment on them just by the way that they
Yeah.
look, and it's so superficial.
Yep.
It's so superficial. Like, we don't know any of you guys, and you don't know us.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty of it, because we can sit here and we can be vulnerable and we can be open with you guys, and we want the same in return.
Yep.
We want this to be a safe place. That's
Exactly.
really what it comes down to. We want people to listen and feel comfortable. And then, like I said, at the end of the day, one of our goals is to really get other people here and to pick their mind apart about how they grew up, why they are the way
Mhm.
they are, and where they want to go in life, and
Exactly.
troubles that they've been through, just to open your eyes to
Right.
how much people really go. Like, you're never alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you might really think, like, damn, like, a lot of bad things are happening to me, but I promise, bro, it is never just you.
Yep.
It's just life. It's gonna kick you down, and it's just really up to you to keep moving forward.
Yeah. Literally. Literally.
Literally, bro. And then, basically, I guess, kind of get to the final point here is future plans.
Future plans for DTL.
For DTL.
Yeah. So yeah, what's to be expected. I definitely still want to make that possible.
Oh,
And
definitely.
definitely making
I feel
clothing.
like it all ties hand in hand.
Yeah.
At the
Really.
end of the day, we're
Yeah. Just to put your vision on a garment and wear it. It's just, I think that's just.
There's beauty in that.
Yeah, there
It really
is. It really is.
And honestly, future plans coming from this podcast in general, I honestly believe this is something that's not going to change up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to maintain the realness that it has, the purity, the genuine vibe that comes from it. That's the future plan.
Yeah,
Like, the
everything-
plan is to stick to what we got going on.
Everything that we say we stand on. I don't know.
100%, bro. I mean, I'm with it. I'm with it all the way. That's all I know for sure. And I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, I'm just really excited to see who joins us along the ride.
I know, bro.
I'm so excited to see who comes out, who listens, who
Who's
wants to
willing-
partake.
who's willing to sit down
partake.
and open up and
Like, bro,
really.
it could literally be you. It could literally be you. We want people here. We want normal people here. I'm not about celebrities. I'm not about views. I'm not about people with following. I want normal people here, and we want to be able to connect with you. Everybody's special in their own way.
Right.
Just because you don't got a lot of followers doesn't mean anything. And I feel like that's what the world's coming down to. Oh, this person got 10K followers.
Like, there's
Who cares, bro?
everyone's status.
I don't know this person.
Yeah.
And this person don't know me. At the end of the day, to be able to sit down with somebody and connect on a deeper level, you can't make more of a pure, genuine connection than that.
It's always, it's like it's just such a big disconnect. There's such a big disconnect in the world right now.
Too big of a disconnect.
Yep. Everyone's so quick to, I feel like, judge.
Bro.
Or can't we just see how we're alike?
Right. The spreading positivity and peace, bro.
Yep.
That's what it comes down to. I'm not about drama.
Hell
I'm
no.
not about bad vibes. I'm not about none of that. And at the end of the day, I also think this is going to be a very good outlet, not just for us, but for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a very positive and healthy way to communicate thoughts and feelings, and to be able to relate in thoughts and feelings.
Facts.
And, like, I couldn't be more excited.
Yep.
I couldn't be. And, like, I just really hope y'all tune in, and I really hope y'all enjoy this.
No doubt.
If you don't, by all means, it's all good.
Facts.
If it's not your cup of tea, it is what it is. But for the people who do enjoy this, hey, strap in.
Strap in.
Strap in, because it's going to be a
it's
ride.
It's going to be a fun one.
It's going to be a fun one. That's an nah, chill, bro. Chill. We got to cut that up. That's an understatement, cuz. Damn, bro. Look, I be slipping up sometimes, but it's all good, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Look, it's something new for you. It's something new for me.
Oh, God, I'm low key. I'm trying to keep my composure.
Right.
I'm a little excited. Like, I'm nervous in, like, a really positive
Really
way.
good way. Yeah. 'Cause it's like it happens so fast.
I wouldn't want it any other way, bro.
No cap.
It happened fast, but we made it happen fast.
Yeah. 'Cause that's how bad we wanted it.
And, like, this is this is a perfect example, guys. Like, nothing is impossible.
Mm-hmm.
If you really want to do something,
Just
go
take a
do
shot
it.
at it.
Take a shot.
Like,
Who
it.
cares what people say? Who cares what people
Facts.
think? If that is what genuinely makes you happy and what genuinely makes you feel like you have a purpose,
Go
dude,
for
go
that shit.
for it.
Go for it.
Go for it with everything you got. Because at the end of the day, we're just taking a chance.
We're just taking a chance right now.
We're taking a chance right now. And
At little cost, to
at
be honest.
very
Little cost.
A manageable cost. Something I'm prepared. win or lose.
To live with.
Right,
yeah,
to live with, bro.
With,
like,
ultimately,
this
honestly.
decision,
Yeah.
I have no regrets.
No, not at all.
And I just can't wait to see what comes of it, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, man, look, I think what we get into now is we can share with y'all
a little bit on how we met.
100%, bro.
Dude, what the fuck?
And that's a story.
That's a good start. That's a good start to a good conversation right
now.
So
I'm gonna take this time to explain what led up to me moving, because we met in Germany. Because our families were in the military. But I'm going to go ahead and explain my situation before moving to Germany and then getting there. And then he can explain his. Yeah. And then we'll both explain basically how this friendship, this relationship formulated.
And how all this came
and how it all came to be, literally. Mm-hmm. All right, so, oh, man, where do I even begin? Look, I grew up in Killeen, Texas. Small town. Kind of known for the wrong reasons. But it's all good, man. It's home. It's home to me, bro. And basically, I went to elementary school in Killeen, middle school in Killeen, high school in Killeen. And around my beginning of my sophomore year, COVID had just hit. And, we were doing not homeschool, we were doing the virtual school.
Yeah,
remote learning online with the computers and stuff. And my stepdad, he's in the military, and he came home one day talking about he had some orders. And he was telling us about Colorado, talking about Hawaii, he's talking about Florida.
Damn, that would be a good spot.
And then he was talking about, and then he said Germany, just out of nowhere. I was like, Germany. For anybody out there who might know me, if you don't, my passion is soccer. I love soccer. I do that with everything I love. So hearing that there was a chance to move to Germany and play soccer in Europe, anybody out there who plays soccer knows how much of a dream that is.
Yep.
So just hearing that, I was all for it. I was headstrong on, dude, I'm ready to go. And anybody who lives in Killeen, you know exactly why I was ready to go. You can't stay in Killeen for too long before your life just kind of feels like a loop. Man, we got the orders finalized, moved straight to Germany. And that was, we had got there
October.
Like the beginning of October.
Yep.
Yeah. And then that's when we got there. We had to go through the 2 weeks of quarantine for COVID. That was hell, man. Just
no Wi-Fi, nothing in the empty house.
Dude, no food. Like,
that was the worst.
Had to get people to deliver us groceries. Like that.
It was that serious. They took it that serious out there. I mean, granted, they did over here too, but nah, they didn't play over there.
Deep in Germany. But basically, that's my story, and that's basically kind of what formulated throughout my life leading up to that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, so
explain his side.
Yeah, of course. Damn. So I guess say around that time as well. When I got the news, honestly, it was like the worst feeling. It was the worst feeling. Honestly, I thought it was like a punch in the fucking gut. Like I had already missed my freshman year of basketball, and it fucking sucked. It really fucking sucked because I knew that year would have been a good one. I worked pretty damn hard that year and that summer to get right because, the year prior, I felt like I didn't do shit. I was young, but I wasn't taking it as seriously. And once I got word that we was leaving, it just pissed me off, bro. Yeah. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it right now, it just really fucking pissed me off because I haven't had that opportunity yet, that chance to really like work and be in that environment of high school basketball in the States, and to really enjoy those fucking moments with your teammates and stuff, and travel, and go to all these different schools, big ass schools. They pack the gym out and stuff. Like that setting is like it's what I was living for at the time. And granted, there is basketball overseas. It's just I was being really stubborn, and so we got word that the extension that my dad put in for me to graduate in Virginia just didn't get accepted, and I kind of moped around the house for a little bit, just in a little slump. Was highly upset, bro, leaving everything behind. I lived in Virginia for 6 years, so it was like a second home aside from Chicago, which is where I'm originally from, but. Yeah, I just had to accept it. And, once we moved, all that hectic shit going on with COVID and stuff. on top of that, you know, I'm in an environment that I'm 100% unfamiliar with. You know, I just hated it. But you know, once I learned to accept it, I started to appreciate it a lot more. And yeah, that's something that we could definitely start talking about too. Is everything everything.
I want to talk about this right here. This by no means. One thing y'all gonna learn about me is I do not believe in coincidences.
Yeah.
I say that all the time.
Yeah, facts. Like, I know I was explaining how, like, I was, like, very upset about the fact that we had to leave, but it was the biggest blessing in disguise, honestly.
And really, the biggest cherry on top to this in my head and our friendship was he moved there about 2 weeks after me.
Yep.
Right when I got out of quarantine. And not only did he move to Germany, but this man was my neighbor.
Yep.
This man moved into the house right next to mine.
Right next door.
Y'all won't really understand the chances of that, but when I tell you those chances were slim.
They were super fucking slim.
Dude, he got put in any neighborhood in Vilsec and Graf and
not even
of all. And
there's so many other like military bases, dude, and just in Germany. In the same one,
in the same neighborhood, in the same street, next to each other. Dude, it's crazy. And it was crazy too, because when we had first started going to high school in Germany, it was like me and him were never close. We had mutual friends.
Yep, we never talked at all. At all. Like, I'd see him around, and
I
knew he was new. Yeah, I knew he was new.
To our houses right next to each other, man. Wouldn't
say a word, nothing. Wouldn't bat an eye.
It was crazy. And then
I think it's because, like, we were just kind of like fighting that feeling of having to meet new people.
Yeah, we were both going through our phase.
Yeah, just
we
going
got
through
there
that
at the same
shit.
time.
It's like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. This is bullshit.
I feel like we were very similar people, and so it was like the friends we had there, like Rylan, like Avion, bro, Connor, Nick, all of them, bro. It was like they already had their friendship established.
Right, exactly.
So it was us trying to fit in, but then it was like once we fit in with the group, then it was like, damn, bro, like we live right next to each other.
Right.
Like
then we eventually just
we just started talking. And then there was a little thing that kind of solidified our friendship.
Oh my god.
But man, that's a whole story, bro. But basically, Andrew ended up doing something in my eyes that I felt was kind of going behind my back, kind of betrayed me in a way, and it wasn't the most appropriate situation.
Fuck. Oh my god.
Not
Hell
even a little
no.
bit.
No.
And I think he knew he messed up. And we worked together. We had a job. We both worked at Popeyes on base.
I hated that thing.
And it was like, dude, after that night, I hated him. I wanted nothing to do with him. I wanted bro gone, bro. Really, I was like, yo, this man's wild, bro. But then I remember that night, he sent me this long paragraph. It was a text message, basically apologizing, saying that he knew what he did wrong. He knew where he went wrong. And I was a little taken aback, because Andrew, if you know Andrew, he don't really say too much. So it's like when he really take the time to go out of his day and formulate and really put his thoughts down into a message like that, it means a lot. And at that time, it meant a lot to me. And then the vibes were still off. We were at work. It was kind of like ignoring each other.
The very next day.
It was terrible.
The very next day, I had to work a fucking 6-hour shift with this dude.
Yeah, and it was just awkward, bro.
As hell.
Didn't say a word to each other. And when you're working together in a place like that, communication is key.
It's key.
Bro. And me and him were just walking.
Yeah.
Not batting the eye. Exactly,
not really acknowledging each other at all, unless we had to.
Yeah.
Like, hey, can you get this? Can you get that? Like.
And then there was this moment when we were working where we kind of both put our pride to the side, and we're like, yo, we need to talk.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, this is immature. This is like, I feel like two females being stingy, bro. Weird. Like, I'm not saying like all females are like that, but in that sense, it wasn't a guy thing to do.
Right.
Like, there's a definitely more mature way to handle it.
I feel like that's very true.
And that's what we ended up doing.
Mm-hmm. Just talk this shit out like men. Talking that shit out like men.
We talked, and I generally feel like ever since that moment, I've never had a problem. He's never had a problem with me. I never had a problem with him. And clearly you could tell we live together. We live in an apartment together. So it's like we clearly came a very long way from that moment.
Bro. Very long way.
It's just, dude, it was, what, damn near 3 years of just... Germany's you live in such a small city, but Germany's so big. But everyone in that city is very familiar. So there's not really a lot of people who kind of see the same faces. So it was really easy for me and him to kind of just hang out a lot and kind of explore Germany together.
Right. It just became the norm everybody knew, like, if you see me or you see Quinn,
It's
you definitely
two-
gonna
yeah.
end up seeing one or the other
it's-
as well.
yeah,
Two
low-key.
peas in a pod, bro. I'm telling you.
No cap, and it's just
Whether it was
was-
in school, outside of school, at the pool,
at the gym,
yeah.
at the PX.
Swear to God.
He would go grocery shopping together with my mom, bro. And it was just, and that's another thing. Like, I was so close with his family, and he got
Right.
so close with my family. My little brother knew him, was so close with him. I got close with his mom and his dad. I knew his sister, and it was just like a constant. It was just, you can't.
Yeah, my mom speaks on that a lot. Like, she's never had a friend like one of ours like that. Like,
Right.
besides Deshaun, like,
Yeah.
family like that,
Right.
for sure. Yeah.
It was just how quickly it just clicked.
Yep.
Like, dude, it was such an open, friendly vibe from
Right.
his family.
Very welcoming.
Right.
Very welcoming.
And I know my mom's the same way with him.
Of course,
And
man.
my mom's like,
She's a fucking sweetheart.
dude, and it just worked. It just worked so well. And then, man, we graduated high school, and we both really decided to take our own paths.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna let you explain your part.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Of
take
course.
mine right here.
So.
I ended up playing soccer in Germany, and I ended up getting scouted to play for an integrated academy for Americans, for a team called Schalke in Germany. And basically, you went there. We lived there for a year, and it was a schedule. You practice morning, eat lunch, practice, eat dinner, go to bed. And I just lived this. We played games against teams like Bayern Munich. And honestly, it was a great moment in my life, and I loved every second of it. And I
Yeah.
met so many people there, so many good friends. My boy Roscoe, Connor, Mikey, all of y'all know who you are, man. Owen, Orlando, my boy Odot. Like, bro, it's just a family that we created there on that team, and it was just all of us living there in Germany, in that city together, traveling the world. And it was a blessing. It really was. And unfortunately, I fell short. Certain things happen. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I had a dream. I was set on it, and I fell short. I didn't really get what I wanted out of it. But at the end of the day, life goes on. And
Yep.
I ended up having to move back in with my mom in Germany. And that's when I ran back into Andrew. But while I was doing all that, Andrew was also pursuing his own career.
Mhm.
And I'll let him break that down.
Yeah. So. Just going right off that, yeah. It came to that time, graduation hit, and it was up to me to take that next step. Oh hell yeah! Yes,
Fill up
sir.
real quick.
Fill that bad boy. So it was up to me to take that next step and try and pursue professional basketball overseas. The idea came from my dad. He found this academy that looked pretty promising from the website that they had. I took a shot on it. I started saving my Popeyes checks. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we hopped on a plane and headed down to Spain, Barcelona, and very big eye opener for me. So I get a little.
I guess I think one thing you should explain is what you were expecting and
Yeah.
what ended up really happening.
Yeah. So just to put it simply like this, I was definitely scammed. I was scammed out of my money. I was scammed out of my bread, and pretty much everything that I thought was gonna be there, it was the complete opposite. And it was a big letdown. It was a big fucking letdown, and it just didn't go my way. I tried to make the most of it, and I definitely did. I would not trade those moments for nothing, honestly. And every little bad moment in your life, there's always something to take away from it, and I definitely did. I met some very genuine people, very humble guys, very respectable people, honestly, just like me too. They're in my age group and stuff, and so I connected with a lot of them. So yeah, I wouldn't trade it for nothing, but it just didn't go my way, unfortunately. But shit like that happens, and I accepted it. I was in a little mode because I was just not quite accepting it at first, and definitely shied away from my family. Very, very distant with a lot of my peers. I feel like, mainly my family though. I wasn't talking to my mom a lot, and she was getting worried about me. She knew that shit hurt. But I found my way back once I was able to get out of Germany. It just became too much. I felt like I had nothing left there, and I ended up moving back, and shit.
Yeah, and that's really.
Moving back to Washington.
Before backtrack real quick.
Yeah, we don't need to get into all that, but
yeah, hella real quick. But basically, when Andrew, I think you definitely got home before me.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
His little venture ended abruptly short.
Yeah, so
because mine was like a year long.
Yeah, mine was supposed to be 2 months, and got cut short like 2 weeks.
Yeah, so it's like his was already shorter, and even got cut even more short. Right. So he was definitely back around more than I was, but when things didn't work out for me, I ended up going back home to that same neighborhood we lived in.
Yep.
And of course, I linked up with my boy, and we just talked. We talked a lot, man, and it was just constant moments of both of us being kind of broken.
Mm-hmm.
And we resorted to doing not so healthy habits and kind of embracing a not so healthy lifestyle.
Yep.
And out there in Germany, when you turn 18, you're a legal adult.
Right.
So you can buy
you're free
alcohol,
to do anything.
you can get into clubs, and ultimately that's the life we fell into. And we kind of got caught in this loop of just constantly resorting to that, like drinking, partying, having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we both kind of came to this point at the same time of realizing, like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we getting at?
Yeah.
We went from pursuing our dreams and our careers to this. Like, this isn't us.
Yeah.
This isn't what we do.
Got dried out pretty quick.
It got old real quick. And then it was like, I remember this one night, man. We were in his room. This is basically how it all started.
Yeah.
And I sat there and I looked at him, and I just had this feeling. And I looked at Andrew, and I was like, yo, would you move to Texas? And he looks at me, he was like, fuck yeah, I'd move to Texas. And I was like, no, like, I'm so for real. Like, if we move down to Texas, get a job, save some money, save some bread, get our own apartment down there, would you be down?
Would you be willing to do it?
And he looks at me, he was like, bro, yeah, like, I would do that.
I would definitely do that.
What else are we gonna do? Like, and then just us doing it together was one thing, bro. And it's just, I wouldn't have done it with anybody else. We have such this locked in mindset, and just to be able to feed off each other is one of the greatest blessings. Like, a lot of roommates have disagreements and problems, but with us, things are so simple.
We just flow.
Simple,
It's effortless. It's really effortless how we just coincide with each other.
No,
for sure.
Literally.
It's just, can't put it into words, honestly.
And there's the process, bro. Like, the process of making this happen was hell. It was hell, more or less for me.
Yeah.
But man, like, I moved down here the beginning of June, and man, it was straight to work. I found this job at a warehouse, and it was just grind. I was stacking bread out the ass, man. I was just money. Every paycheck was save. I splurged on myself a little bit, but I mean, other than that, it was just saving, and I knew we wanted an apartment, and our plan was for me to come down here, get the apartment, get a whip, and have everything ready so he could come down here and move in and get right to work.
Get right to it.
And man, when I tell you, I grew up quick. That humbled the fuck out of me, bro. And it was like, I really thought I was ready. I was like, man, this can't be that hard. And I'll tell you right now, it is difficult.
Mm-hmm.
This is not made for the weak. And it is just, man, I came out here, finding the apartment was a hassle. Finding the insurance, auto insurance, the water bills, electricity bills, setting up your Wi-Fi. Like, there's so much that goes into it that you have to do on your own. Getting a car, man, you ain't got no credit.
Forget about it.
You better ask your parents to help you out, bro. Thug it out, because it is not cheap, bro. Getting a whip and insurance, man, there's just so many things that beat you down. And it was like, I finally moved into the apartment, got everything situated, bought some furniture, really just trying to make it a home. So when Andrew got here, it was an easy process for him.
Right.
And
it was just like, it's another unfamiliar place. I've never lived here.
Right, and
so.
I had to take that in consideration. I grew up here, so bringing Andrew here to a state he's never been to, and to ask him to live here, it was the least I could do to provide him with a safe space to come to, and with friends already open arms. Like, I wanted to make him as comfortable as possible. Honestly, This process has been fucking hard.
That boy going crazy.
Bro, what? The process has been so difficult. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't trade it for the world, man.
Nah.
I'm learning so much about myself, about you, about us, about the world.
Yeah. Just
And
by being here.
I just turned 20, bro. Like, at the end of the day, as much as it breaks me down, it's a blessing.
It's a
bro.
blessing.
It's a blessing to go through these hardships at this point in my life. Because I now know I can make it through this.
It can do anything.
Bro, anything's
It can
possible.
make it through anything, man.
And just, man, formulating how we met, getting to this point, it just shows you the type of people that we are.
Yeah. And how hard we're willing to work.
We had a plan.
We made it happen, yeah.
We made it happen, bro. And
it took time, and looking back now and just seeing how far we come, and I haven't even been here that long, it's still a fucking journey and a blessing, honestly, because literally everything that we put our minds to, it's pretty much been accomplished, you know. Granted things didn't always go our way, we still did the unthinkable.
Hey, we rolling with the punches, bro.
Right. Like we're all kids from somewhere, bro. But it's truly special when you set your mind to something and you can say you've done it, or at least tried. Honestly.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I don't really think there's a better way to put it.
Facts.
I mean, hey, I think that's good.
I think
we
that's good.
shared a lot.
Perfect. Yeah.
I think we really did share a lot with y'all tonight, and I really think this is gonna be a good way for y'all to grasp an understanding
of who we
are and what we are
and what we're trying to build. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, and hey, man, like I said before, if you're here to stick around, strap in, bro.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna be a ride.
Yeah, by all means, like, definitely feel free to express yourself as well.
Most
no
definitely.
Doubt. We'll be looking.
Hey, man, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe,
Facts.
turn on all post notifications, because
stay tuned.
We want to hear from y'all, man, too. Like, feel free, man. We are so ready to. We're ready for any criticism with open arms. We're ready for any words, any thoughts that y'all might have.
Dude, even friends, like, honestly, a lot of you guys that are tuning in are probably going to be, you know, people that know us already. So it's like, feel free to talk. That ass, because I feel like I've lost a lot of connections with a lot of people that I used to talk with, honestly. So we're all kind of going through the same thing. So, yeah, no cap.
Hey, y'all let us know.
We
know y'all watching.
Yeah, facts.
We know y'all out there. Don't be stalkers now. Drop a comment and let us know.
Be active. Be fucking active, for real.
That's what this is about.
Yep.
This is about the constant open communication line.
No doubt.
It's for y'all to be comfortable just as much as us.
Yo, speak freely, like we said before. But yeah, that's a little taste of what we got going on. Yeah, more to come. More to come, guys. No cap. This was fun.
Hey, bro, it's DTL.
Signing out. Yes, sir.
Right,
First
man,
episode in the books.
Y'all take care out there.
Peace.
That's tough, bro. I already know that's hard.
Yeah.